It is very sad news this morning. I must admit, that's taken me really by surprise, and I'm deeply saddened by the news, because I may tell you, here at talkSPORT, when we organised the likes of George to come on the show, by and large, we would do a pre-recorded chat with George Cohen, Simon, and myself and producer Luke would go into one of the booths over there, one of the studios over there. And we would ask George if he'd like to join us, if he'd like to come on the show. And George, almost every time, would say, of course I would. I'd love to do that. And he would. And there and then we would pre-record something, because there was nobody better than George just to speak spontaneously about any subject in football. Of course, most of the time it was pertaining to England, and it was pertaining to 1966. We're getting a lot of reaction. I'm going to get reaction to it right now. A man known to all of us in the world of football, and of course worked at talkSPORT for a period of time. Legendary commentator himself, John Motson, is with us. John, good morning. The passing of George Cohen, this is a very sad moment, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is, and another of the 1966 World Cup heroes passes on, and I was a great admirer of George, because he had cancer many, many years ago, and he got over it, and it was quite extraordinary at the time, the recovery he made. And I often saw him at Fulham, where he hosted a lounge for corporate guests, and he was always a very lively character and a great personality. And he and his wife, Daphne, were terrific host and hostess at Fulham's home games. And if anybody, well, other than Johnny Haynes, where there's already a statue, deserves a statue at Fulham, it would be George Cohen, because he played for the club over 400 times and never looked like moving, really. I mean, he was very much a one-club man, and his loyalty was always to Fulham. And I'm very, very sorry that we shan't see him again, because he was a great character and one of football's enduring personalities, who gave so much pleasure to so many people, not just as a right back, obviously, in the 1966 team and a Fulham player, but also because of his friendship and his loyalty to the club, which was so apparent when he went on to make so many friends in later years.
And of course, John, as you would agree, I'm sure, he was a member of an elite club. This was an elite club, the 1966 World Cup winners.
Well, of course, and we've seen so many of them pass on in recent years. I mean, it would be very sad to say that we hope it won't happen again, but I suppose it will. But I mean, it was an elite club. I mean, Banks, Cohen, Wilson, Styles, Jack Charlton, Moore, Alan Ball, Roger Hunt. Jeff Hurst, of course, and Bobby Charlton are still with us, and Martin Peters sadly isn't. But I mean, it was that 11, because don't forget, although there were 11 others in the squad who added to the sort of I suppose the elite angle to it, they didn't play. There were no substitutes then, so the 11 I've just tried to rattle off were the ones who made their name as players in the 1966 World Cup winning team.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.